Hello, and welcome to this wonderful video that I filled with tips on AKALI. Tip by tip, you'll learn how to exploit every AKALI player imaginable in top lane. But most importantly, why not to play AKALI, how to play AKALI, and even more, like, why not to play AKALI. After being gone, I have returned with little will to live and no functioning brain, because now I bring you League content. A game I've dropped since Lysandra came out and around the era of Braum. The first time hating blocking abilities. And since we're on the topic of counter picks, here's a small list of champs that I found who can run me down in lane. Yasuo, Renekton, Riven, Urgot, Garen, Aatrox, Lucian, Darius, and Gangplank. Now, let's start in the tips. Tip 1. Picking last or second from it when looking to play AKALI is ideal for an AKALI game, especially if they haven't chosen their top laner yet. But wouldn't this limit the amount of games I play as AKALI? Yes. Yes, it would. You see, AKALI is an assassin. What is usually played top are tanks in the current meta that beat out AKALI. Which brings me to tip number 2. If you do choose into a bad matchup, play safe. Also, a side note is, AKALI also has trouble in ranged matchups before level 6, and even afterward with her ult. In the end, you still brought a knife to a gunfight. Speaking of solo kills, some tank matchups can end with you being the solo kill instead. Tip number 3. Don't feed. Now, as we can all see from that last clip, feeding is not always black and white. And the same goes for if you hard win or hard lose a matchup. But in any case, dying less than twice should leave you with your first tower and enough will to keep farming under it. And that's pretty much it for this tip. For the fourth and last tip, get good. Some main league aspects can come down to CSing, champ matchups like why I hard stomp Irelia and Fiora early, but can never seem to pull my weight against Renekton and Aatrox, combos, and how to be useful in finishing the game. This tip is general, but even knowing a few things from this list can help you win lane and your game. And before I send you off, I'd like to show you my adventures in the Rift with AKALI.
Wait!
Is that a choke up top? Am I not about to have fun?
I'm dead. Ooh, okay. Ah!
Wait, what? No, I could have.
Oh yeah, one more thing.